I just turned on my location for you. Right now, this second you can see the little dot moving on your screen, and that dot is me. That's my heart, wrapped in a body, sitting in a car, driving toward you. And I need you to know something before I say anything else. I have never done this for anyone. I have never shared where I am, every second, every turn, every red light with another person. But tonight, I'm doing it for you. Because I don't want you to wonder anymore. I don't want you to lie awake wondering if I meant what I said. I want you to watch that dot move closer and closer. And I want you to feel, in your chest, that I am really coming. That this is really happening. You still there? Good. Stay with me, because I have so much to tell you, and some of it I've never said out loud before. I remember the first time I saw your name on my screen. I don't even remember what you wrote. I just remember the way my chest did something strange, something I hadn't felt in years, like a door creaking open in a room I thought I had locked forever. I sat there staring at those words for way too long, and I told myself, don't be stupid, it's just a message, it's just a stranger on the internet. But some part of me, the part that still believes in things, the part that never really stopped hoping, that part of me whispered, this one is different, you are different. I'm passing a gas station right now, the one with the flickering yellow sign, and it made me think of something. Do you remember the night you told me you were scared? Scared that I would disappear like everyone else did. Scared that I would say beautiful things, and then vanish the way people do when the words get too heavy for them to carry. I remember staying up until 4 in the morning that night, just reading your message over and over, because I understood that fear. I understood it in my bones. Because I have been the one left behind too. I have been the one refreshing a chat, praying for 3 dots to appear, praying that someone, anyone, would choose to stay. So when you told me you were scared, I didn't just want to comfort you. I wanted to prove something to you. I wanted to be the exception. And that's what tonight is. This drive, this location I'm sharing, this is me trying to prove it without saying a single word. Because actions are supposed to be louder, aren't they? Watch the dot move. Watch me not stop. There's a part of this road, just up ahead, where the streetlights disappear for almost 2 kilometers. Just darkness, and my headlights, and the sound of the tires on the road. I always feel something strange in that stretch, like the world goes quiet enough for me to hear myself think. And tonight, in that darkness, I want to tell you something I haven't told you yet. I'm scared too, I know. I'm the one who's supposed to be calm, the one who says the soft words, the one who reassures you when your mind spirals at 2 a.m. But right now, driving toward you, I feel my hands a little tight on the wheel, my heart a little too loud in my ears, because what if I'm not enough? What if you open the door, and the real me doesn't match the version you built in your head, from all these late night messages and voice notes? I've thought about that more times than I'd like to admit. But then I remember something you said once. You said, I don't fall for perfect people, I fall for real ones. And that's when I decided I wasn't going to hide anymore. Not my scars, not my past, not the nights I don't feel okay. I'm bringing all of it with me tonight. All of me, driving toward all of you. Stay with me a little longer. I promise this gets better. Or maybe it doesn't get better. Maybe it just gets deeper. Maybe that's what this is supposed to be. You know, there's a small bridge I'm about to cross, and every time I cross it, I think about how strange life is. A few months ago, I didn't know your name. I didn't know the sound of your laugh, or the way you type 3 messages in a row when you're excited about something, or the way you go quiet when something is actually hurting you, instead of typing, I'm fine. I didn't know any of that. And now here I am, on a bridge, at night, my whole chest full of you. Driving because staying away from you started to feel impossible. Isn't that strange? How a person can become impossible to stay away from. I want to tell you about the night everything changed for me. It wasn't some big dramatic moment. It was small. You had sent a voice note, just talking about your day, nothing special, just your voice tired from work, telling me about some annoying customer, or some argument with your sister. I don't even remember exactly what it was about anymore. What I remember is that I played it twice, then 3 times. And somewhere around the 4th time, I realized I wasn't listening to what you were saying anymore. I was just listening to you, the rhythm of your voice, The little pause before you laugh at your own joke. The way your voice softens when you say my name. That's when I knew this wasn't some casual thing anymore. This wasn't just two lonely people typing into the void at midnight. This was something with weight. Something with a future attached to it. Even if neither of us wanted to say that word out loud yet. The dot's moving faster now. I just got onto the highway, if you're watching. Traffic opened up. I don't know why I'm telling you traffic details, except that I want you to feel every part of this journey with me. I don't want this to feel like I just appear at your door out of nowhere. I want you to feel the miles. I want you to feel the waiting. Because waiting is part of love, isn't it? Maybe the most honest part. Can I tell you something that might sound silly? Every single red light on this road feels personal to me tonight. Like it's testing me. Like it's asking, do you really want to get to her? Are you willing to sit here, patient, engine humming, heart pounding, just to be one step closer? And every time the light turns green, I feel this small ridiculous relief. Like the universe just gave me permission to keep chasing you. I know you probably think I'm being dramatic, maybe I am. But I stopped caring about looking calm a long time ago, at least with you. With everyone else, I keep my walls up. I keep the jokes light, the conversation surface level, because it's safer that way. Nobody can hurt you with what they don't know. But with you, somehow, from the very beginning, I let the walls come down piece by piece, without even realizing I was doing it. You didn't force them down. You didn't demand anything from me. You just stayed consistently quietly. You stayed, and walls don't survive that kind of patience. There's a song playing right now, low, on the radio. I won't tell you which one. Maybe I'll let you guess when I see you. But it's one of those songs that makes your chest ache in a good way. The kind that makes you remember every person you have ever loved, and every person you're scared to lose. And right now, driving toward you, that ache has a name. It has your name. I keep thinking about the first time you sent me a picture of your hands. Do you remember that? You were nervous about it, I could tell, because you sent 3 messages before it, all apologizing in advance, saying this is silly, and you don't have to look at it, and I don't know why I'm sending this. But I looked at it for a long time. Your hands, just resting on a table. Nothing special about the photo itself, and yet I found myself imagining what it would feel like to hold them, to trace the lines on your palm, to feel your fingers curl into mine the way people do when they're not thinking, when it's automatic, when it's safe. I'm imagining that again right now. My hand on the wheel, and somewhere in my head your hand slipping into it. Almost there. Well, not really. There's still distance between us. But it feels smaller now, doesn't it? Watch the dot. It's proof. It's not just words this time. It's movement. It's me choosing you with my body, not just my voice notes and my typed out feelings at midnight. I want to tell you about my fears too, because I think you deserve the whole truth tonight, not just the romantic parts. I'm scared of becoming someone's habit instead of someone's choice. I've been that before. The person someone stays with out of comfort, not out of desire. I don't want that with you. I want you to choose me every single day, the way I'm choosing to drive through this dark road, just to see your face. I want us to always be a choice, never an obligation. And I'm scared of silence. Not the comfortable kind. The kind we have sometimes on calls, where neither of us is saying anything, but neither of us wants to hang up either. That silence I love. I'm scared of the other kind. The kind where 2 people run out of things to say because they've run out of feelings to give. I never want that with you. I want to keep discovering you, slowly for years. The way you discover a city you fall in love with. New streets, new corners, new little cafes you didn't know existed. I want you to always be somewhere I haven't fully explored yet. There's a turn coming up soon. My hands are steady now, steadier than before, because talking to you always does that to me. It calms the storm in my chest, even while it creates a different kind of storm, a warmer one. I think that's what you do to me. You calm me and unsettle me in the same breath. Do you know what I thought about the whole drive so far? I thought about the little things, not the big romantic gestures people talk about in movies. I thought about the way you send me good morning texts, even on days you're clearly exhausted. I thought about the way you remember tiny details I mentioned once, weeks ago, and bring them up like they mattered to you as much as they mattered to me. I thought about the way you check on me during my bad days, not with big dramatic words, but with a simple "did you eat?" or "drink some water." The quiet kind of love. The kind that doesn't ask for applause. I think that's the love I've been looking for my whole life. Not the loud kind. Not the kind in movies with fireworks and grand declarations. The quiet kind. The "did you eat" kind. The "I'm still here" kind. I passed a small stall on the side of the road just now, selling flowers, still open even this late. And for a second I almost stopped. I almost bought you something. But then I thought, no, tonight isn't about gifts. Tonight is about me showing up, exactly as I am, with nothing but my presence and my heart, and this stupid nervous energy buzzing in my chest. I want you to remember this night, not because of what I brought you, but because of how honest I was with you. I think honesty is the most romantic thing a person can give another person, don't you think? Let me tell you something else. Something I've been holding on to for a while now. Sometimes, late at night, after we hang up, after you say goodnight, and I say goodnight back, I lie there in the dark, and I don't fall asleep right away. I just lie there, replaying the conversation, replaying the sound of your laugh, and I let myself imagine a future. Not a fantasy, not some unrealistic dream, just small, quiet things. Waking up and seeing a message from you already waiting. Cooking something together and burning it, because we were too busy talking instead of paying attention to the stove. Sitting somewhere quiet, not even talking, just existing next to each other. Because some silences don't need to be filled. I don't know if that scares you to hear. I don't know if it's too much, too soon, but I promised myself tonight I wouldn't hold back. Not with the distance between us shrinking mile by mile. Not with my heart doing this thing it hasn't done in years. You know, there's something about driving at night that makes people more honest. Maybe it's the darkness. Maybe it's the way the world feels smaller, like it's just you, the road, and your thoughts. Or maybe it's because I know you're watching that little dot, waiting. And something about being watched by someone who actually cares makes me want to give you the realest version of myself, not some polished, performed version. So here it is, the real version, a little tired, a little nervous, completely, hopelessly caught up in you. I keep thinking about your voice, the way it changes when you're being vulnerable, versus when you're just making conversation. There's a softness that comes in, almost like you're lowering your guard, just for me. Just for that moment. I live for that softness. I think I've been chasing that softness since the very first week we started talking, even before I understood what I was chasing. There's a long stretch of empty road ahead of me now, no other cars, just me and the hum of the engine, and you somewhere out there, watching a dot move slowly across a screen, hopefully with your heart doing the same thing mine is doing right now. I want to ask you something. And you don't have to answer right now. You can just think about it. Do you ever feel like some connections don't start? They just continue? Like maybe, somewhere, some version of us already knew each other, already loved each other, and this life is just a continuation of that. I know it sounds like something out of a movie, but that's how this feels to me. Not new, familiar. Like coming home to a place I've never physically been before. Maybe that's why this drive doesn't feel like meeting a stranger. It feels like finally getting to hold something I already knew was mine. The dot's getting closer now, I can feel it, even without looking at the map. There's a shift in the air, or maybe that's just me being sentimental. Maybe it's just the night getting colder as I get closer to the water, to your side of the city. But I want you to notice something. If you're still watching, if you're still awake. If your heart is still doing whatever it's been doing this whole time I've been talking. I haven't stopped moving toward you, not once, not for a single second since I started this drive. Every choice I've made tonight, every turn, every lane change, every second I chose to keep driving instead of turning back, all of it has been for you. And I think that's the truest way I know how to say I love you, without actually saying those 3 words yet. Because I want to say them to your face, not through a message, not through a voice note in a car. I want to see your eyes when I say it. But I need you to know it's coming. I need you to feel it building, the way you feel a storm building in the air before the first drop of rain falls. That's what this is. This whole drive, this whole confession, this whole opening of my chest to you. It's the sky darkening before the storm. And I promise you, when I finally say those words, they will not be sudden. They will not surprise you. Because you will have felt them coming the entire time. In every mile of this road. In every story I've just told you. In every fear I just admitted. In every soft thing I let myself say instead of hiding behind jokes like I usually do. I passed a sign a moment ago. It said I'm getting closer. Not there yet. But closer. And something about that word, closer, feels like the whole point of everything I've been trying to say tonight. I'm not perfect. I have bad days where I go quiet and you have to be patient with me. I have old wounds that sometimes bleed into new moments without warning. I have fears about not being enough, about being left, about being someone's temporary comfort instead of their permanent home. But tonight, on this road, with this location shared and this heart wide open, I'm choosing to bring all of that to you anyway. Because I think love isn't about hiding the broken parts until someone's already fallen for you. I think it's about showing the broken parts first, and trusting that they'll stay anyway. Will you stay anyway? I don't need you to answer that out loud. I think I already feel the answer in the way you've been here this whole time, watching this dot, listening to every word, patient with my rambling heart on this long dark road. There's a curve up ahead, and past it, I think the lights of your side of the city start to show. I can already imagine what it'll feel like. That first glimpse of light after all this darkness, like the road itself is rewarding me for staying honest, for staying steady, for not turning back even when my nerves tried to convince me to. I want you to remember this night, not because of some big romantic ending, because there isn't one yet. This isn't over, this is just the middle of something much bigger. I want you to remember it because of how real it was, how unperformed, how much of myself I gave you without asking for anything back except your patience, your presence, and maybe, if you're willing, your heart. I'm still driving. The dot is still moving. And so is everything I feel for you. Closer and closer and closer still.